Crazy.
All right. Who's doing the recap?
I got you.
All right, lay it on me.
Alright.
Hold on, let me make sure everybody can hear you. Say things.
Hello, Twitch chat.
Okay,
Greetings.
Good. Just wanted to make sure. Let me play some music. Hold on, let me finish doing the things. Alright, now you may speak the words.
Speak the many words of recollection. So last time, Unbound and Broken. Combat continued, the aid of our new companion Volley striking like a serrated blade into our common foe. Some managed to flee, running from visages of shattered mirrors and the shadows therein, though most fell to an onslaught of magic and steel. It would be fair to say that we finished our combat with these Mytharians handily, left now only with the engine, the power source of the braziers of white flame. Though myriad machines seemed to fuel it, spiked chairs that looked to infuse and destroy those who sat within through the use of leyline power, a contraption that converted mana to fuel for these items, and racks upon which apostatic blood was harvested for the mana within. Though, with Weaver's hunch, we discovered that the racks they were using drank a little too deep, feasting upon the very threads of fate that bound and composed their victims. In the course of our investigations, Simon also followed a hunch, to produce a bone from the catacombs we had witnessed, and these same machines, held by Mytharians, cracked and activated in response, unveiling Antvanti structures of stone and scripture with a carving of an azure blue serpent winding around the body of the engine itself. Stood bathed in the blue light of this structure, I can hear my companions speaking of utilizing these pieces, these fragments of Antvanti heritage, to arm ourselves for the monumental task of destroying the Watchful Night. Yet I stand conflicted. The necessity of the task versus the blasphemous act of utilizing the leyline power found here. The truth behind the Green Oath and its place in Corvanus versus the rights and traditions held by the Antvanti, this land's first caretakers. But time is the enemy of indecision, so let us honor the Antvanti dead and celebrate the liberation of a fraction of their heritage from the pallid light.
Alright, good job. Inspiration for you.
Woohoo.
Let's get it poppin'.
Alright.
Sorry. Alright.
I got. Good.
What you guys gonna do?
I got two questions
Yep.
for basic clarifications. The first is, we have seen the braziers obviously consume souls, and we have seen that there are red strands of fate here. Do we have any idea if the racks destroy the soul of the person within? Because I don't think you made that distinction when giving that description.
That is because you do not know.
We do not know. Alright. That's fine.
But it's not good. Whatever it is.
Yeah, it is bad, but I was seeking degree of awful. Second thing. We received a passage of half-translated stuff. Yes. Another group got a full passage. That obviously is meta and cannot be utilized.
Was that a question?
Right. That is a putting forth of an obvious statement, so that I do not participate in that.
Okay. Yes, do not do that.
Okay. Sweet.
That would be me as well, unfortunately enough.
I'm good. I forgot.
I'm good. I forgot.
I would like to summon Frosty's.
Hey.
I will walk away from the front of the engine and the mana-sucking machine down there before I do so. There's a convenient table here.
Whoa. That's cool. When I right-click on one of you guys now, a whole menu pops up on the left side.
Do that and then press E, and it should fold the menu.
Well, no, I mean, It goes away when I select somebody else, but it's really cool that it pops up.
Oh.
Yeah. Very nice.
And that's sick.
Good feature.
Sure. Where are those mind froze?
It should be under players, Fane summons. He's in there. Hello, friend.
Yay!
Ah,
Greetings to you, Fane. You have found a most dry place.
that is what I suspected. It just levitates up onto the table.
Yes.
This place is old, Anfanti heritage, and it seems dangerous. It uses essences of people. Is there any... Shit, I had this question in my brain, and it immediately leaves.
Don't worry, Fane. I believe in you. He grabs his little toesies.
I love him so much, but this place feels like a ticking time bomb, and I'm scared.
No frog eat a fly out of the air. Num num.
Could you divine how much time we have before Mytherian reinforcements arrive?
I could certainly try, Fane.
And I know this fog is difficult for you, but it is important to know, as we have a myriad of decisions ahead of us.
Okay. Would you like me to do that now?
Please.
Well, they're on their way.
On their way? Do we have hours, minutes, a day?
Probably like 2 days, maybe.
And we'll nod.
I can taste how angry they are.
Well, we still need to figure out what to do with this engine. There's a chance it can be utilized, but I fear what might happen if we do. Still.
Wow. A lot of decisions you have to make. He grabs his little toes again.
I am unreasonably pleased with Rosus. No, we'll just carry him back.
Frog toes.
We have about 2 days before reinforcements get here. We should take our time to carefully examine the area, understand what it is we are stood in front of, and perhaps retrieve more of the research that was left here.
Oh, that's perfect.
I know
Also-
Elsie had considered utilizing it, but let us make sure everything is aligned before we make such a decision.
Well, I did learn that machine right there. It can suck you off. It's really good.
Audible blinks.
Yeah, your magic, right?
But very good, Simon. Please be careful with your bone.
All right. Gonna play with it, so safety.
There is a chance that this area once was a Enfanti structure. Perhaps we could find evidence of it nearby. Old walls, building material, I don't know. The more tidbits we can glean, the better.
Somebody did mention that there might be something underneath.
That was Weaver.
Yep.
Maybe look around. If there's a cave system, or structures, or even more glyphs, or those strange writings they have. We can safely take a day before we lock any decisions in.
Would most certainly be helpful, considering I've run into an impasse myself in deciphering this. The language is a bit too old for even me.
The Enfanti burial ritual seemed to have hints of mana from the dream, or at least a similar signature. And perhaps praying on this could give us some insight.
Could certainly try. Although I make no promise of hearing anything back, but it is not the worst idea I've had.
The Mytherians are effective enough without hearing their goddess's voice. I'm sure we'll do fine.
Then I'll go and search the area for any cave entrances or anything in that regard.
And we'll love. Thank you.
Alright, investigation check if you want to search the area.
Hey.
Alright. As you search the area, the synopsis that there must be something beneath you becomes more and more apparent. Whatever these structures on the surface are, they appear to be a part of a greater mechanism. One that goes deep beneath the earth. The problem is that you have no means that you can visibly see to open it.
Can I ask the local wildlife?
Sure.
So I'll find...
You find a rat.
A rat? A single rat?
One rat that is currently eating some rations from the Therian camp. As you approach, you'll hear... And this is delicious.
Oh god, I'll find somebody else.
Okay, you immediately abandon the rat, and you instead find a small blackbird in a tree. It is sleeping.
I'll knock on the tree.
What? Who there?
Hey, bird.
Looks down. What you want, dog man?
Man, it doesn't matter. Any point you've seen some blue light besides that big one over there right now, in the past, anywhere, or people going underground?
Too many words!
Ugh. You know of caves?
Down low? Many down low. Yes.
Where?
Long leg go down middle. Big one. Fur on face.
Show me. I'll give food.
He'll lean in. How much food?
More than enough for you.
Show.
I'll show him a full ration.
He'll poop. Just right there.
Excitement.
And then the bird will kind of nod. Good. And this big fat black bird will slowly fly across the encampment. Flip, 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 and it'll land
I'll
right here.
follow him. So that's where you go in.
He lands here, and then the bird will squawk at Mazekeen as she comes walking over to follow it.
You said it was a big fat bird.
A big old fat black bird.
So we got Lander. Is this Skylander?
It'll land right here. Inside here! Fur face, go!
Alone?
No. Other long legs in chains go here.
Hmm. Do you know how to open?
He will look at you with his bird face. No,
Where do they stand when open?
they stand there. Points where
On-
you're, points where you're standing with its beak.
Alright.
Holds up shine thing. Thing rumble and grumble, and they go inside.
Hmm. People here and there as well?
They'll look over.
What, yes or no?
Maybe. I don't know.
Fine. Alright, here, have your food.
Flap, 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 take, flap, 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 flap.
Alright. That was a fat bird.
Why was it so round? The
Don't
fuck was
know.
it eating?
Either was the fat bird or the French rat, right?
What
What
the
is
fuck is a French?
What's French?
You have heard it.
You mean
French.
Made my hair
French.
stand up just from speaking.
Frank. Huh.
Anyway, the bird said people go into here.
Cool.
So it
He
opens?
didn't know how, so this has to open somehow.
Elsie,
said
ladies
The
first.
people were holding something up in the
In a
air,
minute.
and it would open. But he didn't specify what. Could have been. It can't be the bone, right? Maybe there's something around here. A key.
Hmm. I mean, why? We can look, but I would imagine important things are kept on the people. That seem important. The bishop might have been safeguarding it, if we wish to check.
Where did the bishop?
Yeah, we can check the
Fane will
bodies.
point to the half-destroyed wheel down here that was just in collateral damage all the time, and we'll start heading to where the bishop's body was. And the phantom dancer that also died nearby.
Alright, you start searching their bodies?
Yeah.
Okay. Also, remember, it's Father's Day, so for those of you that have Fajas, please send them messages.
Pleasures.
If you said anything to me, I will laugh and then make fun of you.
Happy Father's Day, Dad.
Oh my god.
Who is currently watching the stream?
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Brought to you by Milton Bradley.
A family company.
No, can't say that. Essie will get mad. Alright, let me see. Where did I put their bodies? I put their bodies over here. Let me
Yeah.
take a look in here.
I'll try.
Bishop's here. Answers there.
I'll system to search for anything that the bird would have described about what they were holding.
While they're doing that, the Redeemer that's on the table that I'm next to, I'd like to drag it over to the bad chair.
To the bad chair? Okay.
Yeah. Nope, the right one's a good chair. There you go. And while we're doing that, I'm just going to cut the straps so you expose the back and take any items off the body.
Okay. He had a great sword and a chain robe. As you search all the bodies, Fane and Mazekeen and Caspian, you do not find anything that the bird described.
Mhm. Maybe they've taken it somewhere? Where do they take
Or
stuff from other religion? They burn it usually, right?
you saw how they treated these. They just drew over them. Likely they're doing the same with whatever this thing is.
I'll look through the books to see if I find any mention of something like that.
Yeah, back to research.
Alright. As you get back to researching, go ahead and make me some more investigation checks. See what you can find.
Yeah, can Frostus aid me in any way?
I'm not a creature,
I can aid you.
but I can aid you, yes.
Aha!
Then I'll roll mine separately.
Yeah.
No.
I keep forgetting to take my frog out after combat for all this useful rolling.
Once again, Mazekeen looks at books.
Are there any pictures in them?
There are no pictures in them.
God damn it.
These books suck.
This suck. How can you make a researching without any drawings? Ugh.
These books suck. Alright. So, as you start to take it all in, you don't understand the full process, but you do understand at least what the intention was. It seems that the rumors that you've heard, the evidence that you've seen, and the research that you've gathered point to a singular fact, or at least a process of one. And that is that the Mytharians of the Coast of Souls, specifically in this place, have gathered apostates, drained them of their mana, as an alternative to burning them at the stake. As you can see that the research notes depict this as a more efficient means of disposal of apostatic individuals. But more so, it seems that this energy has been used to fuel these machines of ancient make. What's curious is that the Mytharians believe that they have sanctified this mana, and that their dogmatic application of Mytharia's litanies and prayers have made these devices safe to use, which you see no indication that their prayers have changed anything about the nature of these devices. What is odd is that they have used the engine, which is what I'll refer to it as, because that's what the Mytharians refer to it as. They have used the engine several times in experimentation. It seems that they have nearly perfected its use. And then finally, at the very end, you can see that there are a few notes that kind of stand out to you. A culmination of this research is soon to be prepared and then provided to someone in the church, someone whose name seems to be coded, so you can't quite make it out. But there is one thing that you do make out. With the completion of this research, it would be afforded to something called Iris. The way that it is spelt in the Mytharian text tells you that it is like this.
I or IS.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And these are just like observation notes and not actionable like activation notes, right?
What they are is the process of using the device. It describes that the results of the device are the transference of life energy from the unworthy to the worthy, and the empowerment of the one that receives. The problem is that mana comes with it, which is borderline apostasy.
Mhm.
So finding a way in order to sanctify the mana before it enters the body is kind of what they're trying to do by using these devices. But there's also several notes depicting that if such a thing is possible, it may be possible to transfer blood traits.
Blood traits.
Yeah, and that is the specific part of the research that seems to be prepared for Project Iris.
Blood traits. Do you mean blood traits generally like sorceress mercs, or is there like a more specific?
Blood traits is like stuff people are born with.
Oh, okay, yeah. I see. Neat.
Okay. Alright, is anybody else doing anything? Because I lost track of some of you.
Yeah. Fane, Mazekeen. There's a whole rest of the camp that we still have yet to check. If we're looking for something in specific, which it seems that... Well, Mazekeen already left, never mind. Seems like you guys were. It might be in one of the tents.
No, Fane will add. Yes, if you can give a cursory search of the camp for such things. Obviously resources, etc., but just focus on anything of Enfanti origin.
Aye, sir. To be fair, Elsie should be waiting at the gate for... Oh, hi, Elsie.
Hey, Weaver.
Well, hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
I think it sounds like a good idea. There's bound to be a few things that are going to be uniform in this camp, but we should probably keep an eye out for anything that's unusual.
On top of that, I suspect that some of the gear that they weren't expecting to use may still be in some of the tents. Speaking of which, Mazekeen, question for you. If you would so grace me.
What do you want?
Would you be able to find any out-of-place tracks? They all seem to be wearing heavy boots of some sort. If we go throughout the camp, could you see if you find anything that seems a little out of place, whether it be animalistic in a way that doesn't fit the forest, or perhaps something that doesn't seem quite as humanoid? After all, we were told that they're now working with demons.
I don't think they're working with demons. At least they don't know. So there wouldn't be any obvious demons running around their camp. I think
We
even
could still check
blind
for anything.
Metherians would realize that that is not good.
True. Either way, I think that you'd be the best to find anything that's more on the side of tracking.
Arcadum, can I differentiate between like normal magic in this regard and Enfanti magic?
Well, differentiate, yeah. I mean, the Enfanti magic or presence is evident in nearly everything that the Metherians have built up and over. Whatever this place was before they got a hold of it, it was a structure of Enfanti origin. Its purpose, however, is still something that you were trying to figure.
Right. Fine. I'll try to find something. That will turn into a dog. I'll try to find anything that resembles, smells like, scents, has any... They're very specifically Enfanti scent magic on it in the rest of the camp. While also listening if there's any people left here.
You activate sniffer mode.
Sniffer mode has been activated.
Secondary question for you. When walking across this, did it feel hollow underneath?
You have no idea.
Okay.
To be able to feel that, no.
Alright, just wondering.
Do not pet the dog. The dog is the dog. The dog
That'd be
is
a good way to
working.
die.
The dog is working.
Can I pet that dog?
I won't pet that dog.
Can I pet that dog?
The dog has the reaction available. I wouldn't.
All right, make me an investigation check with scent, so you have advantage. Stop that.
It's mid.
All right, you put your big old sniffer to the ground and start breathing in the smellscapes. So a couple of things as you start to search the camp. First, camp is very clean, which is something that's worth noting. Might be an indication of how strict the watchful night is. Eventually, however, the nose reveals something to you. And since it's you and Weaver investigating, I will take you over. Okay. In this tent, you smell a heavy reeking of incense.
I'll peek inside.
All right. You poke your head inside, and what you see is that this tent is used as storage. It is stacked with all sorts of Metherian-marked crates, some of them depicting symbols of smoke. These must be where the sensor salts are stored.
I'll pull my head back out, look at Weaver, nudge my head towards it.
In Sylvan, find something interesting.
Yeah. Go and look. It's all the storage.
Hmm. Alright. I think we should probably have someone that isn't the two of us figure out what the hell is in all of these crates other than just the, what looks like salt. That I should...
Make
You know
an
what?
investigation check or perception check, Weaver.
I was just about to ask. Perception is +0, investigation is +1. 18.
Plus
All
one.
right, as you start to look through the different crates, each of them bear the mark of Metheria. Each of them seem to be specialized supplies. You can see sensor salts. You can see some spices as well. You see a box a smaller crate that seems to have the symbol of a dog on the front of it. And you also find that there is a crate that seems to contain alcohol, not like the drinkable kind, but distilled alcohol for alchemical purposes.
I will relay that over to Mazekeen and then check out the crate with the dog on it. I'm not opening it just yet, just kind of inspecting it, looking for if any of this is trapped.
Well, as you kind of take a closer look, you don't see any traps or any tracking. It's just a crate. It can be opened. The crate's smaller, though, than all the other ones.
Just in case, Mazekeen, because I know how sensitive your nose can be, I'm going to open up some of the crates. Do you mind? Yep, there you go. I will open up the dog crate.
Inside, you see a bunch of small pieces of meat wrapped in dried bacon.
He will turn around with the shittiest grin to look at Mazekeen, and he'll just pull out the meat slowly.
You could almost see a very suppressed wag.
Here you go. I know that you've been craving something at least somewhat fulfilling in the way of meals, so drags out the entire crate.
Mm. I accept this. I'll just grab the crate with my face. Pull it over here.
With your face, not with your mouth. With your face.
My
Just
face
pull
in the
it like
crate.
Puts head inside
I
crate,
see.
walks away.
Yeah,
like the cow sticking its head inside the giant bucket of milk.
Yes, and then I drag it over there, and then I start eating.
Okay,
Probably should have checked if it was poisoned first. Weaver will also take a bite of it.
Is it raw?
It's no, it's dried meat.
Ah.
They're just little doggy treats.
Not bad.
you haven't seen nor heard a dog though.
Interesting.
Wait,
A suppressed wag that got. All right, what are you doing over here, nerd?
looking at the statue, then if there is a book over here, looking at the
Nope,
book.
that's all. That's all there. The statue of Metheria and the tome open to the litanies. However,
Oh no.
do you have religion trained?
I used to, but not anymore.
Aha!
Okay, so you don't. All right.
I
And
do.
you're a foreigner. So, man, look at all this religious stuff.
That's crazy.
Damn crazy.
What is the pose that she's taking?
She is in the pose of the. God, which one is she? She is in her guardian pose, which is normally associated with the shield. So she's got her shield and her weapon.
I will imitate the pose.
Okay. This isn't
I will
fucking
send-
Dark Souls, so nothing
I
happens.
will send heresy.
I don't fucking know. You've had weirder shit happen, so
I prostrate myself before the great sun and make a Y.
The only prostrating that's acceptable is the monkey ass shaking in the air.
What
From
is the
Lurker.
fate that it's open
I'll
to?
join him.
All right,
After.
Mazekeen returns, and her snout is covered in bacon bits.
Hold on. Pulls out a handkerchief. Is about to
No.
white face and then pulls back and she's like, no, I
Absolutely
don't
not.
want to get bit.
No, I'll use those later.
Can you make anything of this? What's the page open to?
Ah,
I know.
what an excellent roll. Oh, thank you for your counsel, oh wise dog.
Bark.
Abandoned entire storyline because the rat was French.
Indeed.
Doing the country proud.
I should have just eaten it. Just gone.
As a German, I take personal offense to when other people make fun of the French.
That's my job. That's my culture. As you all right, Mazekeen, as you put your little paws up on top of the altar and give this book a read with your dog eyes, which is so funny. It's completely unnecessary for her to be a dog right now. She just is. It's so funny. You look up over the fucking altar, and so the religious texts that are opened are to a set of litanies that seem to have been modified. There are texts that are marked out, other lines that are written in, which is a very, strange occurrence. and very much not okay to do unless you are very high in the church. You couldn't even conceive of doing that unless you were very high up in the church. What seems to be standing out the most in the litanies that are currently being presented is it seems that this person was attempting to find connections. You can see that certain words are underlined: soul, life, blessings, things of that nature.
Fair.
Does it look similar writing to the book from the mine that we found forever ago?
Yeah.
I mean, the handwriting that is modified.
The handwriting isn't the same, but it is modified in the same way.
Well, you already know that the knights are like pretty high up in the chain of command, right?
Yes.
So you can probably assume that he did it.
He would probably have been the only one of high enough rank to even attempt to do something. What's interesting, as you continue to read and I presume use your dog feet to turn the page.
I'll turn the pages for her.
I'll just look at Weaver for that, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Whenever they look at me, I'll just have a treat in my hand, ready.
I'm gonna ignore the treat and wait for you to finally turn the page.
Turns the page.
Oh, fucking blood. This is a very interesting religious text. Please turn the page. Thank you. That's so funny. Alright. As Weaver turns the page and keeps allowing you to basically read the document, this is what you're able to uncover. The research of these litanies seems to be that the Metherian studying them, if in fact they were a Metherian, were trying to find a connection between the cyclical life of Metheria herself. And it seems that what the research of these litanies into this area has led to is that this individual is attempting to recreate the conditions that led to Metheria's birth.
Like in a resurrection way or in a summoning?
Both? Neither?
Ew.
Not really clear.
Are they? I don't know because I can't read the fucking text.
You can read it. I think that was more with regards to like spotting inconsistencies.
I will tell you.
Maybe I'm wrong.
In Sylvan.
I have a morbid thought.
Yep. I'll pick up the book.
In your mouth.
Yes, I'll close it and then I'll bite into the back.
Okay.
Do you think it's possible with the fact that they're trying to recreate Metheria? With our understanding, she was born. And this train of thought leads me to ask if we should get Fane to investigate or check the medical condition of the female Metherians.
I will just go with the book to Fane.
When she leaves, I'm gonna reach out to the statue and touch the shield.
Alright. It's made of stone.
What type of stone?
Marble.
Marble.
Marvelous.
Wait a second. No, I don't want to cook. I don't want to cook.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is there anything in the like around the altar or anything?
No. Meanwhile, back at the... What is Simon and Elsie? Like,
They're
They're,
by the
No.
well in the
I'll-
center, and I think Caspian was also looking for something up here. I'm sure.
they're investigating the well.
I was just walking around looking for stuff.
what are you two up to?
There's a Sadako. Oh. How deep does the well sound? I up a toss a fucking toss a copper piece down there.
30 feet.
So it's- yeah. Make sure it doesn't slip or come loose. It'll be very awkward. Get trapped in a well. I'm gonna use a climber's kit to make an anchor point and just once it's secure, I'm just gonna fall down, use your action to slow fall and just land at the bottom.
Okay. One moment, please. I put...
Well, good luck down there. If you see a gnome with gold, let me know.
Yes, I've found some already. Look, I found a copper piece that I didn't just totally throw down here.
Nice.
I really should have lit a torch.
Oh, I'm trying to find the right one.
Oh, good.
The right boss.
Yeah, I have to find the right gun.
Can you stand rail still while I get the right gun to shoot you with?
Ah, here we go.
She's using something called the Barrett 50 cal. I don't know what the hell that is, but it hurts like a motherfucker.
And the Barrett. Only you. Sorry. Big yawn. Like you're being held hostage by your own mouth. I hate yawns.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That is a uber like neurotic take.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm trying to find the quotes channel.
I'm trying to find the code shadow.
Go on that.
Write that down.
Quick. Here we go.
And I can't get up.
Alright. I have wonderful news.
Wonderful.
As you descend down the well, you find something.
Something down here.
I must
Surprise.
now transfer you to another map.
Surprise, it's the
Oh, no.
Watchful Night.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Or it's the
It's like you
Blinded
killed me
Night.
this time.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Who put these kissable lips here?
Fuck. I need to watch the last Saints and Sinners episode. God damn it. I opened it, heard people panicking, and then heard Axel yelling to Fulgrim about having kissable lips. It was a trip. I should go back and watch that.
Okay. You land in water, Elsie, which is a surprise as you went into a well. Let me know when you're loaded.
I'm loaded.
Okay. Perception check.
I assume disadvantage was quite dark.
I saw that, Shamber. Just roll perception normal.
Okay. 19.
Yeah, this ain't a well.
Well.
Where
You
did
all-
Noel go then?
You also find that the rope that you use from your climber's kit has went its full length, so this is well over 30 feet. Probably a little bit more than 50, in fact. All around you could see, even in the darkness, a great stone structure. You find yourself in waist-deep water. It's cold. And to the north of your position, even though you can't see it, you can feel that there is something ahead of you.
I'll just look straight up. Simon, I found something.
I bet it's the gnome. I'm going down there.
Be careful. Let the others know. Bring a torch.
Alright.
See that? Oh.
And
Yeah.
and what do you do, Simon?
I go down.
Okay.
With rope.
Oh no.
I fucking do it. Simon, tell the others. Okay, it goes down.
Hey, nice place.
Simon, there's no way you could have alerted everyone in that time that I was down here.
You want me to do that? Oh, forgot.
Yes.
Do you have a torch on you?
Yeah, I have one.
You did one thing, right?
Alright, as you activate the torch, I can zoom you out a little bit. In the distance, through the torch's light, just at the edge, you see this. This.
Water, yes.
Come on, this is cool, right? Isn't this awesome? Look at this.
Yeah,
yeah.
we can take a shower.
Behind. At least we can get it back up if we need to. And there's whatever this is. Plateau?
Looks moist.
Field? Yeah. I'm pretty sure Fane would be very excited about this. You ever notice he keeps talking about moistness? It's very off-putting at times.
I mean, he's a little quirky sometimes, yeah.
That's being polite, and I'm sure he would appreciate that.
Yeah, he has soft hands. Yeah.
Have you got an extra torch, by the way?
Here.
Thank you kindly. I'll pull out the
Right away.
finger. Shit, can I borrow a light?
Sure, here.
Cheers. We should probably be careful. It's waist high right now, but all it's gonna take is one wrong step and I'm gonna sink to the bottom like a fucking stone. Actually, you've got rope on you, right?
Yes, I do. I know what you're thinking.
I doubt it, but continue.
I can put rope on me and you, in case any of us falls deep.
So it's actually a good idea. And just tie it that way, we can also signal if there's any trouble.
We're connected now.
Elsie's just gonna let out a sigh. It sounds like she's slowly deflating. Fair enough.
All right, Elsie and Simon, move forward. As you continue to walk through the waist-deep water, beneath you, in the water, you can see that there are designs carved into the stone of the floor on which you walk. They appear to be Anvanti in nature.
Kind of amazing these have stood the test of time. And outlasted the church.
Are these just drawings or they look mechanical?
They look to be carvings.
Okay. So bright here.
Yeah. Arcadum, just to make sure, there are fish in the water, right? There is life down here?
Yeah. And also, it's not like especially bright here. That's just a map quirk. That's not. Anything. That's not something.
That's the effect.
Or maybe
Okay.
the light from the well, yeah.
Yeah, sure. Or moonlight, but yeah, it's not. That's not anything to latch on to. What does it mean? It doesn't mean anything. When you get to here, you can see that there is a large face carved into the stone floor. It seems to be depicting that of a serpent.
Serpent.
Definitely not one of them fairings, then. Well, iconography at least.
Oh, doesn't look very friendly. I hope there's not a beast luck inside.
Wonder why. Actually, just on that, you might want to keep your
My
bone
bone, yeah.
tucked away.
Yeah, I'll keep it in my pants for now.
I know it must be incredibly difficult for you.
True. Let's get going.
All right, when
Lead the way.
When you get to about here, or right about here, right at the very edge of your light, you see something up ahead. Serpentine designs be seen jutting out from the nearby stone walls, but underneath the water.
Well, that isn't fucking ominous. I don't know what is.
Yeah, more carvings. Man, I hope it's a big snake. So somewhere. That would be amazing.
It might be. There's bones in the water.
As you get to about here, you can see a great stone gate carved out of the wall.
Wait, there are bones here?
Yeah, it's point one right in front of you.
I do investigation?
Sure.
I'll do one of my own as well. 18. And 14.
Well, you can see that there are a smattering of skeletal corpses down inside of the water. They appear to have been... Make medicine. Does anybody here have medicine?
Not trained, but we do both have Jack Full traits.
Alright, take your shot.
So, 10. Yeah.
You guys have no idea, unfortunately.
Well, at least they are humanoid.
I assume so. Still, I'm gonna pick the bone up and just shake some off the slime off and just put it in the backpack.
Maybe a sacrifice?
Might be better to find out what it is for someone up there who's more inclined towards medicine or whatever. After all, we had no idea that that bone you had was Avanti. You really
Well,
have no
yes.
idea what this one is.
Yeah, I don't pick random bones. Elsie, before you continue, maybe
Yes,
you should be a little more sneaky from here. I had a bad vibe. You know the waves.
Hmm,
And a bad
that's a fair
night.
point.
I can feel it.
Hmm. That's a fair point. There's one additional person, so that's +1. What the fuck? Double nat one.
We want to spend inspiration on that.
Nice roll.
I have one.
Nice roll, bro.
Double ones.
You know what? Actually, no. You guys didn't tell us really.
Actually, no.
Good luck, Billy.
Bad
Yeah,
vibes.
if you guys want it, like, ask for it, but I don't know. We don't know what's down there. So.
No, we've jumped into this well and we'll have to pull ourselves out of it.
Right?
Alright. You guys move forward?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Simon is a little behind, just in case she falls.
Probably smart.
Okay, and so you walk ahead into the mysterious chamber.
Yeah, we can solve this dungeon, don't worry.
Meanwhile, back at the surface, Mazekeen returns to Fane with a book in her mouth.
Yes. I'll put the book on the table. then
Polly
turn back
stands in
into-
the shadows and watches what you guys are doing, silently, creepily.
Does he remark on the frog floating on my head?
He does not.
Good. We would have had issues.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, bitch boy.
You better like my frog. That's my frog.
You just gotta not chat shit, bro. That's my son right there. Look at him hold his feet.
Valley will remark, I'm more of a Big Bird fan. Anyway, sorry.
Looks at Book. First sort of jumps, looks at Mazekeen as she turns from dog to person. Begins to reorganize what's precariously on this table that used to have a man smash through it. Or to set it to the side and look at her.
You suddenly come out of the shadows. Fane quickly rearranges. I was like, what? Hello? Yes. He
What have
opens.
you been looking at?
He opens Google.
Alt tab. Kicks leg of table so it all falls on the floor down.
Oh, jeez, I just dropped everything. Oh, great.
Yes.
Here, we found this. Thought you might be interesting in the read.
I'll look at the book. Is there any exposure on it?
There is not.
Okay.
It's modified. Modified Metherian text. Similar to the one we saw in the mines forever ago.
He'll nod and sort of open it and start flicking through. Modified for what?
For resurrection, summoning, both, neither. I don't know. Like they're trying to get their goddess back.
Arcana check.
Yeah, I was gonna run an Arcana check on this. Bang. That's a mediocre roll.
Alright, with a 15, this is what you know. It seems that Mazekeen's original synopsis is right on the money. Whatever they're attempting to do, it does appear as if they are trying to recreate the conditions of Metheria's birth, to artificially either recreate her or to summon her from wherever she is. Now here's a big problem. The only reason that they would attempt to do that, most likely, is if they believed that she needed to be resurrected. Because the Metherian canon, that is believed by the common follower, is that she is a goddess. She has ascended from mortal life.
Mm-hmm.
So one can only extrapolate that if somebody is attempting to resurrect her or recreate her, then they must believe that she is dead.
Either
Yes, sir.
she's dead, or somebody's trying to become similar. Attain godhood. You know, the thing that everyone always tries and never succeeds.
But this is... His eyes are still scanning across like some of the edited passages, and he's flicking back and forth and like spotting something, going back a few pages to double check the information.
Can I point out to him the spots that are like underlined there that are trying to compare fate and life and what was the third one?
Oh.
Soul, yeah.
Can I run a medicine check on this as well? Is there any like anatomical / biological references in here that would be relevant? Like if they're recreating her, is there a biological prerequisite, stuff like that? Or is that covered by Arcana?
That would be covered by Arcana.
Okay.
And the book doesn't... The tome is just the litanies of Metheria. It's her holy text. There was no... Sorry.
What, no instructions?
I got taken hostage again. So there's no instructions in the a tome to that kind of thing. The only anatomical reference is the fact that Metheria is female. But there's nothing else other than that.
And all of this leads to the presumption that she is gone, or dead, or that could explain why they're reaching towards such
towards blood magic.
Towards blood magic and soul manipulation.
Well,
and whatever is within that seal of demonic origin. Any means necessary, right?
Well, not really. Those are usually means they're off limits for all of them. And considering you have to be quite high up to even attempt to write in these books and manipulate anything, I assume lower common folk don't know. They don't know what they're doing, and they don't know for what reason. And they won't question it, because why would they?
Fane will cast his eyes over to like the blue light, and then back to the notes. They're using this thing to transfer mana, initially at least, and they're trying to sanctify it so that they can pull it from corrupt apostates and put it into those that are worthy. That we surmised already. It's feasible within the church. There's the reference to a project or a group called Iris, but they are looking to transfer blood traits,
Iris.
biological signifiers. It could be related to whatever recreation they are attempting. If they're indeed manipulating those that are subject to this and aiming for a further goal, he sort of shakes his head in disbelief.
Well,
It's feasible, but it feels so fair.
you might think they're prepping somebody to attain such amounts of power, because I don't think anyone could just do that without breaking, physically or mentally.
Fane will nod.
It would make sense why they have to strap people to those chairs, because I don't think anyone that knows what's going on would freely attempt or partake in such a ceremony.
Real quick question for you, Arcadum. Would Fane recognize that the collared and I believe branded elf, the bishop, that she broke cultural norms by having the capacity to be a misspeaker while having like apotheosis and things? Is there like a...
No, there are different levels of collars that you can get access to. They're not all just you can't ever get apotheosis. She was most likely sanctified, and she went through the proper methods in order to achieve that level of that magic. So.
I'm more speaking from the elven side.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. That she breaks a presumed biological norm.
Well, not biological, cultural.
Yeah, okay.
Like to go that deep into the church is... Yeah. Most elves don't do that.
Yeah, I just wanted to ensure, just riffing off of this and like blood traits and stuff.
Yeah.
Alright. The bishop that we fought. Obviously her place in the church was commendable. But she... And you copied it, mind you. But the rain that falls... That is a cultural tradition known as misspeaking. Generally, there is a purity to it, and she broke that norm. For looking at blood traits and preparing a candidate, he'll sort of stand up. Maybe she was at least a part of this line of thinking.
Well, if she got the advanced acupuncture treatment, then you should still see it on her, right?
I have no idea what wounds would be left over after Leylinic essence. We could just look.
Chairs. Surely there will be something remaining.
We could just look. She's literally right over there. We haven't done anything with the bodies yet.
Fine.
Go over to investigate the bishop for evidence of severe acupuncture and or arcane abnormalities.
As you search the body, you do not find any evidence to your theory. She is branded and she is collared. Wally will move here and start to investigate the research himself. Meanwhile, Weaver, Caspian, what are you two doing?
Honestly, just vibing here in this cool blue light. It's pretty sick.
I'm sorry, what? What did you
See,
say?
I had something in mind, but give me a moment.
Okay.
I did forget, so I just said I was vibing the light. Don't worry about it.
Oh, that's what you said. Okay. It's like,
He's praising the sun.
I'm praising the sun.
Emoting at the totem.
are you emoting at the statue?
My arms are spread in a Y. I am praising the sun.
Weaver, are you doing anything?
Yes. I was just waiting to see what's actually going on. Mainly for the fact that I was waiting to hear the conversation that Shamber had just had as Fane.
Alrighty. Well, in that case, what do the two of you do?
After that, return to the research papers because that theory proved empty. This was as we turn. Do we see Weaver? Just like, are you just T-posing next to this thing, Weaver? Like, you just...
Yeah. I'm just I'm sitting there idle animation.
What's with all these foreigners and their weird looks?
We have something against foreigners.
Culturally, you're quite fucking weird.
Turns into
Pretty
dog.
sure that was just racist.
Turns into dog.
Beans.
And Shapiro.
Shows up, disagrees, turns into dogs, refuses to elaborate.
I didn't know fatal slices like that. My bad.
Bro, you're T-posing at a fucking totem.
Oh.
Anyway, he'll approach Weaver. Did you find anything? You were searching the tents. I know Mazekeen brought me a edited text. Was there anything else?
There's a whole tent full of storage, incense, and stuff like that. I only popped open one crate, but there's a lot of stuff towards the back statue of Mytheria. I think in the whatever pose with shield and sword. Other than that, when I was searching, I don't know where Simon and Elsie went. They're gone.
I'll go look for them. I'll sniff for them.
Alright, having a sniffing good time.
Mm-hmm.
Continue.
Gone? Like, did they leave the camp? I had mentioned looking for structures, but I thought Mazekeen already did it.
I would say they've been a while now.
I don't know. I went and searched the camp with Mazekeen, and I saw them when I was walking back over by the well, but whenever I had gone back out because you guys were starting the book and Caspian was staring at the floor or something,
I wouldn't worry about it.
they were gone.
I
So either Lassie got stuck in the well.
Her name is Elsie, Weaver.
Tomato, potato.
Potato? Where? Anyway.
Valley will turn
Surely-
around. What?
Surely they would have told us before doing anything like that.
I don't think so.
Looks at
Our
camera.
group does not have a good track record of that.
Maybe
thing.
it's something private. Yeah, who knows?
Alright, meanwhile,
Yeah.
while they discuss, they surely wait. Sniff, 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 sniff. Sniff, 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 sniff. Alright, Mazekeen, you lock onto the scent that you know very well. Elsie's body oil that she uses every morning.
God.
You follow across the
Unmistakably.
encampment.
Where the fuck she get cocoa butter from?
the fuck?
No way they
It's
went
just
into the
Nutella.
well.
Alright, at the well you can smell the unmistakable scent of Elsie's body oil and Simon's lack of shame.
I thought you were going to say Simon Balls.
It is also mixed with a heavy, damp water smell.
Ah, yes. The combined smells of a brothel.
Your companions are down inside the well. Why they're down there, your nose cannot tell you.
Oh. Yeah.
Ah!
I'll yell down the well. Elsie! Simon! There's no way you're in the well, aren't you?
Elsie, Simon, no way you're in the well.
We're getting wet.
Do I see the rope up here somewhere?
Yep, the rope's going down.
Yeah. I'm going down as well. Fuck you.
Nice.
Doesn't get
Good job.
response, climbs down rope.
No, she got a response. Simon screaming, "We're getting wet."
Didn't happen. Fake
Out of
news.
character.
Fair, we would have only heard growling because neither of us speak Sylvan.
Oh, she can speak common when she's in hybrid form.
Oh, I thought that applied to both. Oh, I'm a
No, only the
fucking
wolf.
moron. Ah,
Whoop! Alright. As you slide down, Mazekeen, you land in the water waist high and are immediately accursed with wet dog smell.
Ugh.
Oh, God.
I'll follow the very potent odor of both of those. Do I see the light in the distance?
No, you do not.
Alright, then I follow the scent.
Unfortunately, it gets a little bit harder to track them because they are in water. The damp, humid smell kind of overpowers everything. But I need you to make me a perception check with advantage for smells.
No.
The area is cold, filled with cold water, damp, mildew, moss, possibly mold. You can also see in the water several fish swimming by, completely undisturbed by your presence.
Anyone seen two people come down here?
Alright, here we go.
Rope,
Long,
rope, rope.
long have
Nope,
I
nope, nope.
waited. Okay, here we go. Oh, what did you say?
Oh.
Wolf above the water, sings a fish.
Have you seen two people? With a light? Or not?
We saw a guy and a woman walking light inside.
Can you guide me to where they went?
Yeah,
Nah.
they went that way. Bloop, 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 bloop. The fishes start dancing into the surface of the water, leading you the way. You gotta be careful going in there, this fish will sing.
Why? What's in there?
There's a lot of things in there that eat things like you. Like you. Like
Things
you.
like me.
That's right. Things that eat the two legs really, really tight. Blah, 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 blah. We are a fish.
No. I'll try to go more stealthily.
I'm sorry.
I heard the fish singing.
This is how they talk.
Ugh.
All right. Mazekeen will attempt to stealth. Splash!
I'll give up. I won't help anyone.
I give up. I give up. Well, you don't know that you rolled bad, so.
Well, I can see that I'm excessively loud every step.
The fish just start swirling around you and pointing in this direction.
I'll just... Fuck it, I'm going. There's no way they're in that deep of trouble, right? In this random well?
Probably not, but this is not just a well. Well.
So what is it?
It is a structure to Elum. Elum.
Elum.
Yep.
So that's what we were looking for.
The old 2 legs, the ones from before.
Was there anyone else besides those 2 down here recently?
Not in a long time. Wish I had my auto tuner still. Then I'd be really having fun.
Auto-tuned fish, no.
Auto-tuned fish, yeah.
I know where your family lives.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'll just... Time to go.
Before you go, there's one more thing you should know.
What?
The stones are cursed. They'll suck away the sap of your life.
The stones?
They're so cursed. They move of their own device.
Oh. All stones? Specific stone?
The ones that move. The ones with faces carved on them.
But faces moving stones don't touch.
And whatever you do, don't touch the gem.
Okay. No touching the moving stones. No touching the gem. Got it.
Thank you. Why are the fish singing? Because
Why are the fish singing?
Because that's how they talk.
Something seems fishy.
Skull of fish, and every skull has a choir, at least one.
Yes. Haha. Meanwhile, back at the Frosis, he grabs his
That's
feet.
everything I found.
Go ahead.
No, that's everything that I found. And Mazekeen's been gone for a couple minutes now as well.
There's something I wanted to do before we went traipsing around. I think they've beat me to it.
I think they've, I don't know where they've gone, and honestly...
Crowley will approach. I think I've discovered something.
Yes.
So, the Mytharians are using this to act their false goddess's power. But I've noticed one thing that I thought was maybe worth mentioning. The list of all the victims. They're all male. List of all the experiments are all female. Did you notice that?
Interesting.
Something I was going to come back and ask you about. Have you checked the medical status of any of the female Mytharians? Because if they're, with what Mazekeen had said, changing the, trying to recreate Mytharia.
We did. We checked the bishop. She is normal. I did not take stock of the sexes of the victims nor their tributes.
Yeah, it'd be kind of fucking weird if you did.
Blinks.
But
regardless, if there's victims that are being drained and not burned, this device might reduce them to ashes, but otherwise there would be bones.
Well, I know that there's something underneath. They've disappeared. The last time they were up here, they were next to a well.
Then we'll nod and look at the engine.
Valley will also look at the engine.
4 spots to put hands on the engine. 4 of us up here.
I don't think we want to activate it. But a tribute, in an effort to be a good guest, is something I was considering. This place was Vanti. Stolen, changed, attempted to be overwritten. If we stand upon their grounds and stand in front of one of their, maybe not deities, but their figures of worship, we should respect that. I have given up on this riddle, whatever it is.
We should destroy it is what we should do. All of it.
How?
You know the thing is like charged with oodles of magic.
So?
We break it, it could explode.
Good.
And kill all of us?
Well, obviously we find out a way to do it without killing all of us.
Good idea. Why don't you find a way to do it without killing all of us?
It sounds like you're talking about preserving it. Why would you do that?
I'm not talking about preserving it.
Not
I'm talking
you.
about...
Not you,
Oh.
Smooth Ear. I'm talking to my brother.
Talking about preserving it, partially because we do not know what the reckless destruction of it could bring. And we have no recourse towards anything. And
If it means denying the Mytharians, we should do it. Perhaps we should wait to do it when they arrive, and maybe kill them with the explosion.
can I run an Arcana check on the blue light to see if it is still emitting some kind of boon for the Mytharians?
Sure.
Rug. There are many things.
No.
Yeah. There are many things I still don't know. It's why I was trying to take the time to look through research before poking around where we're not wanted, or causing events that would lose us our upper hand. Unfortunately,
Well,
it looks like
I don't understand. Who's causing what events?
the destruction of something that we don't understand. We cannot dispel this one. It is alchemical in nature. Weaver mentioned supplies. We could set up incense and their salts and detonate it from afar. That is likely our best recourse if the engine is purely alchemical.
In the meantime, there is something that we do know and we can destroy. There's a statue of Mytheria towards the northern end of the camp.
Or we could prepare for the knight's arrival so that we can kill him. If we're not going to use this If we're not going to use any of this to destroy them, then we shouldn't mess with it until we're done killing them. Or we destroy it so they can't use it.
Yeah, I like that idea. We need to find the rest of our party before we even consider killing anyone.
Why? They've only been gone a few minutes. And how do you even know they're gone?
Mazekeen is good at tracking. If she is taking long, there is somewhat cause for concern. But she will find them.
Are they competent or not?
Sometimes.
Elsie, yes.
He will switch
Simon,
to Elvish.
reckless.
You don't know, brother. Why you be fucking with these smooth ears?
Because to be fair to them, they've been useful up until now. But sure, look, you know yourself. When you get stuck with a group of people, they kind of become a bit attached. And
I
I've
understand
noticed on
that.
a
It's
few
like a
of them.
fungal infection.
Right, thanks for the vote of confidence.
You have polyglot, don't you? Do you speak Elvish?
Yeah.
He knows.
Do the
Valley,
accent.
Valley doesn't know that. But
Yeah.
yes, if you are going to speak Elvish, then I want to hear you speak Elvish.
It's
Zooms
like in
in.
every nail
I
salon.
need the mental. Give me a sec. I need to get a mental state.
Yeah. You soaking to be enough. You better be able to do this.
We want to hear the Finnish.
I'm sorry for what I must do. Right. Fuck. Right. Thanks for the word of confidence, then.
Oh,
I really.
you speak the proper tongue. Good.
Hey.
Well, was that all you had to say?
Yeah, I really just commented on it.
Turns back to Fane.
We're still okay.
I have good news and bad news.
You just come over and it's just gibberish. One thing.
Funny language. Alright, I have good news and bad news.
What is
What's
it?
the bad news?
What is it, Weaver?
Bad news is, I think I was right. Good news is I found Elsie's rope near the well.
You can probably smell the dog smell from coming from the well.
It also smells like a wet dog.
Radio. Maybe you have to roll for that before
Yeah,
you
true.
can find the place.
Okay,
Sure.
you found a rope. Got it. Go ahead, tell them.
All right.
I don't know where I was. I'm lost now. Give me 1 second.
I have good news and bad news. I found Elsie's rope. Okay.
Yep, sure. We're gonna leave it at that.
Rope.
But that's what you said. Sorry. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I don't know what I know now and what I don't know.
You saw the rope.
You saw the rope. That's
Okay.
all. Yeah.
I saw the rope at the well. I did not see them. That's the bad news.
Fuck. You would think that they would want to rest and recuperate, and maybe loot the bodies before poking around.
Uh-huh.
Last
Well,
thing
I'm
I
climbing
wanna
down.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, they're in the well?
do- They apparently climbed down the well,
It's a well.
and if they took longer, then it's not just a well.
Oh, they're drowning.
I can see that.
Did we not
Yeah.
go check on them?
Maybe.
We should. Let's get them back and rest before we start doing shit like this.
I don't know why they even went ahead without us.
Fucking smooth ears.
Oh,
Fucking
right. It's
sauce
probably
enough.
dark down there. Grab a torch from somewhere.
That sounds like a you issue, brother.
Yeah, I'll just grab one of the mithril torches from up here and fucking come down with it. In fact, I won't even climb down the rope. I'll just glide down with the torch in hand.
Okay,
I have the
so if
fucking
Weaver
light
flushes
speed.
himself down the fucking well.
Caspian elytra glides down the well
Yeah.
because he has fucking glide armor. I'll climb down like a normal person.
Valley sighs and will join you. Oh, I'm by myself.
I take
Well.
Frossus.
Time to start doing mischief.
I like to imagine that Frossus like floats over the well, grabs his feet, starts to cannonball, but before he hits the water, he just hovers back to his like idle state again.
You know what I used to think? That Frossus already knows everything that's going to happen, but he's not telling you, so it's more fun to watch.
I've seen this anime before, and I'm watching it with my friends.
Yeah, like that. I kind of like that.
Just wait till you see Mazekeen's good arc. It's crazy.
In the season 3, that is not happening.
When are we getting our
She has
tournament arc?
She has a special outro that makes me cry every time. Donde de es hund.
Terrible.
Got him.
I went to
Oh,
like
wet dog.
3 different languages. That was crazy. All right. Wow. All right. Who has a torch?
Yeah, I robbed one of them. One of them torches from the encampment.
Okay. Well, you guys see all this shit, especially if you have dark vision.
Yep.
You know what that means? Fish.
I hope the fish swarm you.
Volley
They
will
could
say,
talk to me.
huh, I guess it wasn't a well.
It's pretty fucking weird.
Wait. Why did you come with us, Volley? I thought you were preparing for one of the night rides.
He would just look at Fane and say, this is the fucking smooth air you've been working with. Come on. It can't even keep 2 things together. It lacks situational awareness.
It's
I like your
Listen,
funny
it's
words,
just-
Magic Man.
it's just because his ears are so fucking round. Like it bounces the information off.
I don't know what you said,
I
but I
suppose
agree.
that's true. He doesn't have a large, focused tract of information receiving like us Sharpiers have.
I like that he's walking away into the darkness with no torch, nor the ability to see in the dark.
He will trip and fall into the water.
I will look through Frosis's eyes to get a good old moisto vision of this general area.
This place is the definition of moist, as it is
Hell
half
yeah.
submerged in water.
Very good. I have constant detect magic. Can I run an Arcana check to see if there's like ambient oogie boogies?
Sure.
Sweet.
Hello.
Hey, that one's good.
Yes, everywhere.
Oogie boogie.
Particular style, like is it hollowed?
Residual.
Just residual.
As
Okay.
if this was a temple of some kind.
I don't have history train. That's probably not something I can do.
Can I roll a nature check on the fish to see if that they're supposed to be here? Like if
Sure.
they're natural here?
Like they're singing and dancing and trying to talk to you.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my... Holy shit.
The fish do appear to be natural. They appear to be irradiating bright colors off of their scales, which is weird, because they're in a cave.
Fane,
Also-
the fish are weird.
Also, you can see that they seem to be quite energetic, as if something has just stimulated them.
They also seem horny.
That's...
Oh.
Fane will pretend to still be talking to Valley and Elvish and just ignore that.
No, like the fish are... Hold on, come back. The fish are problematic, I think. They're glowing, which is weird. They shouldn't be glowing.
Cursory eyes towards the fish, do they have exposure? Or is that a natural phenomena?
They have exposure, yes.
Fuck. I'll turn and go back. I will kneel down, produce a ration, and sort of like break it a little bit apart and dust it in the water to try and attract more. Alright, can I Arcana check the fish specifically?
Sure. They radiate necromancy.
No.
Can I run a medicine? I guess that would be more nature. Like, are they dead and radiate necromancy as if they're reanimated, or is it just a condition of their existence?
Alright, I'm gonna give you one big boy Arcana roll here.
22.
That's pretty big.
Age.
Fane. The fish in the water here, the life energy that they exude is unlike that of other fish. Their brightly colored scales in a dark place like this, defying adaptation. You notice that some of them look at you with eyes more intelligent than a fish should have. And then, this knowledge, coupled with the knowledge of what you have studied above, leads you to a unsettling conclusion.
Mm-hmm.
Something
Layla.
must be containing all of the residual life magic stolen from the people above.
And this is relatively small portions of that to be indicative of other things much larger.
So, all of that energy has to be stored somewhere, all that life energy, those
Mhm.
souls. And you see them swimming around you.
Now, Weaver, please stop going at the fish. They exude necromancy. The Leylinic power and the sacrifices, there's some exhaust of it. And it seems that these attractively colored little creatures is the byproduct of that. Their eyes are strange, their colors unnatural. Be careful.
Isn't necromancy life magic?
Yes.
That's the fish.
He will look incredulously at Volley, and then speak in Elvish. You know, at some point he's going to do something that will get him killed, and I'm going to have warned him about it. And at that point, his ears will tell the entire story.
Volley will nod, having nothing to add to that conversation.
I like your funny words, Magic Man.
Alright. Stop.
Gathered. Frosus in tow.
Oh.
Oh boy, now we get to do this.
Meanwhile,
And now for the comical events that happen in chronological order so that people see their doom impending approach. My favorite.
I love having no first level spell slots.
I love possibly not being dead or alive.
Dying altogether would have been too easy, so we must die one by one.
Again.
Shamber,
Dying.
if it makes you feel better, Weaver was 100% about to eat a fish before you told him that.
You just eat a
Yep.
live fish out of the water?
Yeah.
You're calling me weird.
It's
You
more
eat
funner
people!
behaviors.
Yeah, but the person
eat
was already
people.
dead by then, you know?
You
That's
okay?
raw
You rip
fish.
them in half and then eat them, and then shoot
Fucking
their
foreigners.
grandchildren.
Yes, I killed them before I ate them.
Dirty smoothers.
It's humane. Yeah.
My ear is longer than yours.
You're a
Your
fucking
ears are
dog.
floppy.
Doesn't matter.
Also undoing you. You fuck.
That was so
Also,
I wasn't not you, Smoothie. I'm talking to my brother. He's just like Smoothie. That made me laugh.
Proudy face, capital D colon.
Capital D colon.
But I have all this cool celestial blood in me. But your ears are still smooth. Fuck.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Baba Booey.
Baba Booey. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for your contribution.
You're welcome.
Brought
I
to
can't
you
wait
by-
till I
What can
find
say except
Milton Bradley.
Milton bread.
Green Giant. Dum 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 dum.
Ricola. The stream
Weaver
is-
made me so mad I didn't do the thing I was trying to do.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Alright.
My name is Jonas.
And I'm carrying the wheel.
I'm looking for it. Hold on.
I do get the understanding that Simon and Elsie are going to touch take gem, whatever that means, and that the fish
Yep.
told.
Yeah.
Was it
They're
called?
arguing about it. 10 seconds later, or like a minute, I come in and be like, hey, don't touch the gem. Thank you.
Meanwhile, they're holding
have
the
you seen
gem.
any
The
rocks
fish
move?
told me. Believe me, I know what I'm talking about. The fish
Be
have
like-
told me.
Donkey trying to eat the waffles in the forest.
Believe
Also,
me,
you seen
guys.
any moving rocks around here?
Any moving rocks with faces? Yeah, don't touch those either. They drain you, and not in Simon's preferred way.
What do you mean by that?
What did the author mean by that?
Well,
All of a sudden, the age rating went up.
Unfortunate.
Pregnancy
that
is a new
means?
status condition.
Fish orgy.
God damn it.
One might say it's a long-lasting curse.
About 9 months in my case.
Simon, dip your toes in the water and see what the fish do.
Simon, hit him with the sticky hands.
I
I
still
don't
have the
think these
sweet
feet are.
fingers.
Okay.
It's really awful to be a fish and have a foot fetish. Like torture.
What? What?
Just thinking-
What?
Oh, whoa.
If you were a human that effectively
Uh-huh.
got reborn as a fish, as a kite as a fish, it would be a horrific way to find out you have a foot fetish, wouldn't it? Because nothing
What?
is feet here.
Why are you like this?
I blame 9/11.
Okay.
What? He always does that. So you can get away with.
Not 9/11, just to clarify. That was one time.
Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and start loading stuff up now. That's what I'm gonna do.
Can't believe you would say that so soon after Flag Day.
Can't believe you would do this.
That really
Quick, my
grinds
punishment.
my gears.
Yeah.
Doesn't know.
To be fair, in my case, it was flying a biplane into a water tower. It wasn't much a tragedy. It's
Would you like a
much-
rope,
like America's-
or do you want to continue digging this hole? Do you
Alright.
want a way to climb out?
Nope.
Okay.
I can see the corners of your faces.
All right. Simon and Elsie, let me know when you're loaded.
I'm here.
99.
It's a little cold here. It's like,
Well, it is snowing
Okay.
underground.
All right. As you walk forward, you feel very strange. As you walk through the darkness of the well, the water beneath your feet, you feel your whole body start to vibrate as you kind of suddenly fall forward. And as you step out from the cavern, you notice that there is no water beneath your feet, but instead, you see this. You think you're still underground, but you can see heavy winds and snow unnaturally blowing and falling in the area. An intense cold bites at your arms and legs and just your body in general.
This isn't good.
this make no sense.
Yeah. I think
Do-
if we get a wee bit further up, we may need to think about heading back. Before we try this on our own.
Oh, I was enjoying our date. We could go a little.
Hell of a date. You didn't even bring me flowers. Didn't open the door. I had to lead the way.
I get you wet. Don't worry. We can go forward if you want.
The only thing of note that you had is that you had Tinder. Light the torch.
What the fuck, guys?
I'm having the chills.
Getting chill just thinking.
You should probably stick close.
Right, as you start to move forward, Make me perception checks. You can see that there is a bridge far up ahead that leads to a large tower. You can see great sheets of ice and snowdrifts down below the great bridge.
That is
I'm gonna take a
very cool,
look.
but terrifying.
Yeah, exciting.
Yeah. By the way, Elsie's just going to untie the rope. If we don't think we're going to have to risk the chance of falling into water here, so.
All right.
And then Mazekeen stumbles forward.
Ace?
God damn it.
Sorry.
Which one?
They all be damned. Why you always go into weird wet locations?
What are you doing
Or should
here,
just do the
Mace?
shake to get all the water out?
You're
It's
ruining
kinda
my
my job. I
time
do
with
wet work.
Elsie.
Well, whatever you found is what we were looking for.
Yeah.
You haven't touched any moving stones with faces or any gems, right?
Sadly, no.
Oh.
Or don't. Otherwise you will just die. Or worse.
Okay. Think we should probably turn back then. If
Is it
Maze
is
is
it
concerned
snowing
enough
here?
to be. Yeah, it's something tells me we're not underground anymore.
What? Did the door just bring us to somewhere else?
Well, do you know if it snows underground? Where maybe it
Don't know.
happens in Calcutta, it doesn't happen over here.
Do you think I just talked to fishes to figure out that information? Strangely glowing fishes?
What a weird thing to say, unprompted.
I'll catch
Oh,
one
yeah,
and
the
think,
ley
is it
lines.
actually snow that's falling or is it something else?
That's snow.
Alright.
Well, I'm getting cold here. Follow me if you want.
Though I really should probably wait for the rest. Whatever's in here eats people.
The rest.
Yeah.
People coming?
Chances are if Maze was concerned enough to look out for us, in that case, the others would probably either be far behind or alarmed that they haven't heard any vulgar language from Maze. No offense.
Now, considering when everyone is looking for something and then you don't return, it is concerning.
It's been 5 minutes, Mace. Come on.
The camp is not that big.
Yeah, but whatever is underneath it certainly is. We need to regroup for it.
How big is that drop that Simon just slid down? Or is that a drop?
So,
much?
you should come back here. Because that's
Oh, that's
that's far. That's a drop down.
Boom.
okay. Never mind.
That's about 50 feet, so.
Well, anyway, before we go, we should go stealthily.
You're right.
You're
Torches are
pleased
probably-
with that? Because whatever is here, I would like not to be seen by it first.
Very wise. Ugh.
Mm.
He's been fucking rolling like Stephen Hawking today. What the hell?
Well, it was plus
Huh?
3, right?
Plus 2, I can't add myself in with it.
Ah.
You heard me, you cowards.
That's wild.
You should probably
Anyway.
be careful. Here.
You can use your rope here, Elsie.
Yeah. Could, but probably be better to see if there's a, path on the high ground at least.
Is there any more carvings here on the bridge, on the wall floor? Are there any rocks with faces that I should be aware of?
No rocks or faces that you can see.
No gems, no man-eating monsters,
Nothing that the fish sang at you about.
anything cat-like the fish would be scared of?
Not that you see.
Hmm.
You do not sense your ancient foe.
This bridge,
Let's go
is
down.
it seems so. This bridge, though, it seems... Oh, it leads to the tower. Arcadum, does it look like it's of the same... Does it look like it's 50 feet up from the ground here? Or is it... Does it
It
look
looks
like
so this is kind of like an incline that you can climb down.
Okay.
Hmm.
Oh, come back.
Falls off,
Come back.
respawns.
That's about 100 feet down.
Oh,
God.
okay.
You will flip.
Through a barrel.
I already did that with Crotus. I'm not doing it with Elsie. Not willingly.
Maybe we should wait here, though.
Yeah.
I'm sure they will find us.
Yeah,
But I
probably
really don't want
books
to. I don't want to find something.
Well, I do.
Well, then you can go alone. I'll wait here.
Go alone. I'll wait here. Make me perception checks when you...
All of us?
Yes.
No. I'll wait here.
Dun 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 dun. You see that there is something on the bridge. Oh boy, oh boy. Here I go killing again. Just a second. Just a second. Oh, actually, no. Before you see that.
Ah.
Same stuff happened to you. Really weird feeling comes over you, and then the water's not there, and then this is here.
Fane looks up. Is there a roof to be seen?
Yes,
Or is it just clouds? There is, okay.
you see a roof. You are underground.
We still haven't found them. Weaver, can you please have some patience?
I'm stepping forward to see over the ledge.
Can you do it quietly?
Gestures to armor as quietly as possible.
And try.
I'll roll stealth.
That's about right.
Cling clang, cling, cling clang, cling clang, cling clang.
Uh,
Do you hear that?
yes,
All right, as you come up over here, Weaver, make me a perception check. What the fuck is going on here?
I wouldn't.
That's whoops. It's still a +0 either way. That's,
that does beat their stealth. That's great.
All right, through the snow and the wind, you can see your companions.
gestures, points. I found them.
Fane steps forward. Can I run an Arcana check on the ice and snow? Specifically being an ice weaver to find out if this is magically generated or if this is another natural anomaly.
Arcana.
25.
So, while there can be natural phenomena, there is weather inside of large enough caves, there is definitely a supernatural cold here. Yes.
Okay. This ice and snow is supernatural.
You can
Volley's
go with them.
close. I am unsure and I'm hesitant to cast anything. You were gesturing?
Yeah, they're over there.
Wonderful.
Can I run a perception check on the bridge that they're in front of? And more specifically, actually, we see this big white light on a tower, right?
Yeah.
Can I Arcana the light to see if it's similar to the braziers?
Sure.
14.
You have no idea.
Alright.
I'm gonna toss the dog treat near Mazekeen.
Is Legion applicable?
Not yet.
Okay. I'm just gonna
All right.
glide down, I guess.
Tick, 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 tick.
I'll pick it up. I toss it back. Took you long enough.
Oh, that's sound. That's
All right. As Weaver descends, Simon will see this. Trying to time that correctly. You will see that the bridge is blocked by these creatures.
That's sick as fuck.
Oh,
Those are very cool. Fane will stop up here. Look down at the party. Do those creatures seem hostile, or are they just stood there?
They are still as statues, but they move slightly, indicating to you that they are not statues.
Well,
I
to
think those
catch
are
everyone up.
the rocks you talk about.
I'll take a look. Yeah. Those seem like they would kill you if they get their hands on you.
We could ask.
I think I've conversed with enough very strange things today. I don't necessarily feel like talking to a rock.
Well, I'm very good at that. I can
Well, whatever you do, don't
persuade
touch it
them.
and wait until everyone is here.
I think it might be a good idea for you to turn back now. However we got here, we can get back here again. We should probably focus on the brazier. Destroy the engine or make sure it can't be reactivated by anyone unless they're Entente.
This is probably by or a part of it. Whatever it's powering it is probably down here. I mean, just look at that over there.
Yes, I can see. But we probably need to rest up, at the very least.
I have an eye. Well, first off, it is very unlikely, Elsie, to find something and not tell us about it. Unless it's money.
Well, that's an unfair characterization of you. I did actually find it, and I yelled up to Simon for him to alert the others.
Oh, well, that makes more sense.
Guess what Simon did?
jump down.
Yes, you get an imaginary cookie.
Wonderful. I'll take that cookie. Speaking of that,
Oh, it's that, or you just have separation anxiety. That's it.
that one didn't land very well, Simon. You'll get
If
me
you
with the
talk
next one,
like
though.
that, I will separate your head from your shoulders.
Well,
Me?
No, Simon.
They're talking pretty loud. Do the statues give any response that there is such noise and obvious unstealth going on?
No.
Okay.
to catch you all up, I assume you saw the fish.
Yes, byproduct of the absurd amount of life energy.
Well, they talked to me in a fairly intelligent manner for the very weirdly singing, but that doesn't matter. They said whatever's in here is draining life force from people, which will check out from whatever is going on. They also warned me to not touch any of the moving stones with faces, for they do the same. And to also not touch any gems. I haven't seen any gems yet, but those over there seem to fit the description of the walking stones.
I'm good. I'm good.
You know, I don't particularly like the idea of starting odd confrontations and exploring something when within a matter of 2 days we have one of the Mytherian Knights on our flank.
Well, I asked the fishes if there was anyone else down here besides those two and me, and they said no. So there's a very high chance they don't even know it's down here.
Which means that this is a good place to lie low.
It
But
wasn't freezing cold.
It's not
That's-
that cold.
what I was going to bring up. This is a tower. Do we see the giant light at the top of the tower?
Yes.
Yes.
Big light, tower, guards, technically graveyard. This is probably more in line with what I had seen in the vision. Because it was beneath something that was then beneath a tower.
Does the tower seem to be made out of metal?
Stone.
Stone? Marble? Like, Yeah.
More like shale. Like a gray, darker stone.
Mm.
I'm going to check on something while you do that. Please don't antagonize whatever those are.
I'm not touching the moving rocks.
Fane will head back to the boundary that we came through and test to see if we can even leave.
We're
Alright,
just going to try
as
starting
you-
a fire.
As you go up to the edge of the cavern and try to go back the way you came, you will find only a stone wall.
Shit.
You will sigh at all of the equipment, potions, and loot that has been left behind. You will
Wait,
return.
didn't we already collect
the-
most of those?
The loot,
No, we did not. We didn't loot any of the bodies. We only searched the fucking information and the engine. We didn't get anything. Except you got dog treats, I guess.
Nah. I thought we got the at least some of the potions right after the fight ended, because we
No,
assumed that they would be coming pretty fast too.
we never declared it. I never rolled for it. I never
Mm.
asked for it.
No,
We
it's
didn't
fine.
loot.
No loot.
Anyway.
Shame.
Fane will come down. So we can't go back. So I advise Weaver, please do not start a fire on their doorstep. There are areas up here that would be better. We make a camp, we rest, and then we reassess the situation.
Hmm.
We are just
enough.
out of a conflict with a bunch of Mytherians. We have a matter of hours before the Watchful Knight shows up. And even if they didn't know that this place was here, we have left a rope in their well. And a bunch of corpses around their totem.
Don't ropes go into wells?
Not along the side of it, generally. And I assume that Elsie did not cut the rope that would have had a bucket upon it. Meaning there is
Oh.
a secondary facet. Now, let's make this clear, Simon. If you walk forward and they are antagonized, you are on your own. I am not in fighting shape, and I do not intend to die on the doorstep of us succeeding.
Well, I can't fight something that I'm not supposed to touch. It makes everything very difficult.
I can fight.
I don't want to fight.
Oh, then you better be good
What?
at talking.
Let's make a camp before even trying.
That's true. Let's
I
rest
like
up.
that idea.
Where are we going?
There's a
Back
bread
near the
injury.
entrance, there is a wall, a flat boundary, so that there is only one place enemies can approach from.
Well, if
Valley,
they came from where
we-
we come, then...
Wild
Valley-
Clue said it flat boundary seconds ago.
Valley, who's been kind of just watching everything from up here, will gesture. If you're thinking about not going forward, there's a cave up here.
Oh,
A good spot to rest.
Mazekeen, can you check to see if the cave has been preoccupied?
not that easy to smell anything here.
It's not much, brother, but something to use.
It's fine, it will keep them warm at least.
Weaver's just scaling the side of the mountain.
The only small miracle, if you want to call it that we have is that we got here through strange methods. This place seems removed from where we were, at least to some regard. Perhaps the Ranger's method of detecting us will not prove so
If we're
accurate.
even in the same place.
It's very true.
It is
The
a
door is
small mercy.
The door is gone. Who knows what magic is at play here, if we're even still at the same spot in Corvallis.
Place your hand
It's
on the wall
snowing.
to see if
We
it's a
might
real
as
wall.
well be back in the Endless White.
The endless what?
White, a northern region of Corvallis.
Hmm.
Oh.
Well, Mazekeen, do you scent anything that could have been living here? Before we walk into this cave?
Perception check.
Advantage or normal?
Advantage. Nothing has been here in a long time.
No. Nothing. Nothing lived here, been here forever.
Then we will start setting up a camp.
It's just like fishes told me. Nobody's been here.
Can I get Frostus? Well, Fane will sort of look up and move to the side and let Frostus sort of hover down to his shoulder. What do you make of this? This odd place with abundant life? Still wet?
This place is quite soaked, Fane.
Still not. As expected.
Yeah.
Perhaps tomorrow you can tell us more. Do you still feel the influence of the mists from the harbour? I know it tampered with your divination somewhat.
Quite the opposite, Fane. The magic here is quite old. Primal.
That is perhaps a small mercy then. Tomorrow, perhaps you could divine some more about it. For now, we must rest. That is not your camping tools check, Weaver. Your total would be 8 plus level, which is 14, plus proficiency is 17.
Oh, that's not the problem. The problem is this accommodates up to 6 people. There are 7 of us.
I can sleep outside. I prefer.
Fane is
I
also an ice mage. So,
Wally takes care of himself. And he will
Okay.
I also have my single person tent.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think it's a good idea for you to sleep outside because you're covered in water and you have a lot of fur.
Yep, the undercoat would be
Uh,
soaked still.
Yeah, and then you dabbed on the haters.
No. I'll put
These
my own
animals
tent
are
up
very
then.
fucking weird.
I miss
Right.
Slug.
We set up in the tent. Fane will just announce. I can take the first 2 watches. Anyone is free to join me, but
Hmm.
I wish to keep an eye out.
I'll join you.
I'll join you in a second.
Let's do this right. Seconds. Fine. Elsie. Who's taking 3rd watch?
I got it.
I'll take. Oh, okay. I can take
Beaver.
4th.
4th Caspian. There we go.
Alright. Party begins to rest.
Yes.
Alright, let's see here.
I assume you put the torches out before you rest?
Are you resting without a fire?
No.
Okay.
Is this cave suitable to have a fire in it without a
Yeah.
carbon killing people? Okay.
Yeah.
Then we will have a fire.
Alrighty. The party continues to rest. Make me perception checks, each of you.
Just while me and Fane would be on watch. Fane, you
Yes.
seem to be medically inclined. What
She'll
do you make of
play.
this? And I'll pull out the bone that pulls from under the water in the cave.
And run a medicine check on the bone. Unless first watch reveals something, because this would be second watch.
No, you're fine.
Oof.
Fane seems annoyed as he was half meditating and just shakes his head. No, Elsie, I do not make anything of a nondescript bone you have found in the water. What got into you?
Let's see what was at the bottom of the well. Came down here, found whatever was in that cavern. To be fair, I did think it would be a bad idea to just go in without alerting everyone. So I shouted up to Simon to let everyone else know, but the moment the words left my lips, he jumped down. Putting all the blame squarely on him, but
But
I was
what?
not expecting to walk into a completely different part of Golvanis.
And
I was...
go ahead.
What?
Nah, go ahead.
Okay. I wasn't expecting to be teleported into a completely different part of Gorvanis. I was expecting maybe a cave system where I could find their water, or possibly some coward who decided to not want to join in the fight once he heard the fire. I wasn't expecting this. The intention was to come back, but... well... again, the wall was a complication we couldn't really have foreseen.
You walked through that underground system with the strange wildlife covered in Antvanti scripture, while we have somewhat of a key to translating it. It could be filled with warnings, traditions, offerings that could be given. You said that you asked Simon to warn the others and he came down immediately. You were aware that we were unaware. There's a myriad host of things that could have happened. And disregarding this, he sort of gestures to the snow blowing into the cave front. I expect such things from Simon. I expect his patience and his curiosity to drag him to the brink, and then his dumb luck to pull him back. But right after a heavy conflict, when we are at the foot of achieving one of our major goals, and in the process of setting up a win condition for the second, if we manage to make it out of here, there's a chance that this puts us somewhere else. There's a chance that this puts us right back within the camp, and we are surrounded by enemies. There's a chance for a myriad of things that could have at least been accounted for. Bodies hidden, items taken, ropes unfastened from the obvious edge of a well. I do not doubt your curiosity, as clearly it has borne fruit. But I am questioning whether or not this will lead us to a conclusion that even aids us. I'm curious about a lot of this. The Antvanti are, by the records within the City of Glass, the first caretakers. Those that oversaw the ley lines when the druidic practice of Corvanus was in its infancy. They worshipped those that they worshipped. I fear to speak names here. And by all accounts, the methods the Mytherians are using are misused or warped versions of the original. If
You think I don't know that? We were crucified on top of a mountaintop. Our blood was used for a fucking ritual that I really hope was not magical. I have very little knowledge of what is going on because, quite frankly, it is so far beyond what I could have imagined before. I mean, gestures towards the menacing spire of the tower. That's too fucking similar to what we saw before. I am by no means saying that I was expecting to end up here, but by stroke of dumb luck, which makes sense considering Simon was with us, we may have found a way to snuff out that light. The ones that the Mytherians are so keen to abuse and twist and malform into their own desire. You want to know my good intentions? I'm sorry, but I don't fucking know what I wanted here. I was just doing what I do best.
Ben will listen keenly and nod along. Breathe deep. There hopefully is some recourse that we can take that will not lead to too much issue. He'll reach into his pack and he will produce the Mask of Decaying Whispers. There's a chance, small as it may, that before we set out, that what life is imbued in this place may be able to reach out. Perhaps this will not be a path of fear and trial. Perhaps this could be something better. I am glad you and Simon are safe. Even the fish were unsettling to look upon. And
Yeah. May says she was quite excited to talk to them, which is never a good thing.
huh. That is quite strange. Even still, we are safe and we are together again. So whatever this ends up being, let us do it right. And I believe something was mentioned about a gem. Leyline
Yes.
power and gems are not something we are unfamiliar with. He looks sort of pained as he says that. He'll pull the azure feather from over his ear and sort of hold it in his palm. So let's just do this one right.
Do whatever we can. Trying's better than nothing. Especially considering whenever good men do nothing, you know, the Mefarians always seem to gain an advantage of sort.
He will nod.
As for the gem, you can't... None of us knew what that was. You were probably the closest in intuition with it. I don't think there's anything you could ever really... I don't know what to say about that. If you could have predicted you made a saint from that fucking laywell, or whatever the hell it was called, then absolutely, then you shouldn't do that, but you know better now. You have that experience. Not a good one, but still an experience nonetheless. And you also know that if it can turn a fucked up devotee of Nefaria into that, and you know that the Nefarians do have some sort of way to infuse people with... One sec.
Use some time. Wow.
Well, we know that may be possible, something we can use if we really need to. I don't know. Nick Caspian into Saint, that would be pretty terrifying.
Fane shudders. What little of the dream he saw has remained with him. Still. I intend to attune to this mask that I made back in the City of Glass. Simon says that he can speak his way through, but those things on the bridge, I doubt they're talkers. Where life has been taken and souls disturbed, perhaps this might give us an angle.
Indeed. Plus, even if we can't negotiate with them or blag our way past, whatever they're defending in the tower, or, to be honest, it's entirely possible that it may be whoever they're defending in the tower. It could be something we can use to turn the tide. Even if it's only to turn the tide into rain.
It's getting to about that time. I think it was Weaver was next. We should call upon him.
Yeah.
Right.
No. Back over Dingweaver. Oh, you've done it. Fane. Okay.
Fane will do it. He'll sort of stand near Weaver's tent, pull the flap open a tiny bit, and just go, Weaver, it's your watch.
I was already getting ready for it. He's in the middle of putting on his plate.
Good. We didn't see anything of note.
Good to hear. Hopefully I had the same news to report.
Fane will nod. At the end of this long rest, I will attune to the Mask of the King Whispers.
Alright. Weaver, on your watch, unless you want to do something, nothing happens.
I only wanted to do one thing.
What's up?
Weaver is going to kind of just stare at the white light coming from the tower and meditate on the light that he had seen behind him whenever he was in the cave of dreams or whatever.
Yep.
And just try and figure out what's actually happening with that light, because that's different than fate from what he understands of what Caspian had told him. So he's... Yeah.
All I can tell you is that it is familiar.
There's one moment where I had my back to it, and there's another moment where I'm facing it. Cassius, guide me. Fuck it. Maybe even Matheria has an answer. And he'll continue his watch.
Okay. Watch will be completed. Who's next?
It will be Caspian.
Yep. Weaver's gonna get up.
Okay.
And open the flap. Caspian, it's your watch.
Yes. Right.
Hopefully you had pleasant nightmares.
As always.
Wonderful. Also, I've been meaning to ask you,
Yes.
what are the teachings of Woad?
There are many.
What's the one that drew you in?
It was within the nightmare that I first found wisdom. The fear within my dreams was what guided me to caution, and that is what I took up.
Here is a very strong survival tool. Do you have any insights to what's actually happening here on Corvanus? The two of us, including Mazekeen, are foreign, and our gods aren't nearly as tumultuously active.
It is hard to say, really. The connection, even I have the dream, was at least on the surface, hampered to some degree. I was allowed entry when need be. When, for example, all of you had made that misstep you did. But I really can't say. I've been here for quite a while, but I still haven't been able to quite place my finger on it.
Reason why I ask is because with everything that is normally taught from what we've seen in the books and the scriptures, the goddess herself doesn't seem bad. It seems like the people who are causing the issue. That's why I was asking if you had any insights. Maybe something came to you in a out-of-place dream.
I only feel that the lack of communication with said goddess might be what has caused such drastic action.
Perhaps she's more of a saint than a goddess, and people just worship her. Maybe the real entity that they're attempting to petition or appease is something beyond the scope of men. Maybe something more akin to what we know as the god of madness, unfathomable.
The important part is I do not know, but I will attempt to contemplate these things, even here, and especially here. The This place is different. The snow falls strangely here. I believe this place to be under the serpent's influence, and that is something quite curious to me. From
When
what murmur we've heard, it is connected in some facet to the dream.
Mhm. The one thing that I've seen is the serpent was beneath a waterfall. On top of that, just understanding the snow, it's a depiction. I didn't do much reading, but I remember listening to my mentors back in Ord. It's purity. It symbolizes a fresh start from winter to spring. It's a clean slate. At least that's the one thing that I was dwelling on. White
What
being
we...
the purest form of light and all that.
Yes. What we passed through previously seemed like the entrance to this place. It's like a temple. I wouldn't put it past being such a signifier, but I suppose that is to be found out when... well... once we proceed with whatever we must do.
I have a feeling that we're somehow exactly where we should be, despite this seeming like an accidental voyage.
I don't doubt it. But I will look further into it as much as I can. This place warrants caution, fear.
I agree. I'm worried about the rest of them. Hell, I'm worried about Mazekeen. That should say something.
There are many things to worry over, but the most immediate, what it is tomorrow. If we cannot go back, we must go forward, for we cannot stay still. And before us is, where are those things on the bridge? But I suppose that is tomorrow's concern.
I agree. Okay.
I will go on with my watch. I bid you a good rest.
You as well. Oh, and I saw nothing other than the statue standing.
Excellent. That is a good sign.
Would you like to do anything on your rest or your watch, or would you like me to move watch forward?
Question time.
Yeah.
Previously, I had asked the same question on the surface, specifically on Rowen in the West. Similar to when, even before this tech connection, the dream was slightly hampered. How is it here underground? Specifically in this place.
The connection is way more solid here.
That's kind of what I suspected. Yes, I suspected. Let me see something. What do I have? Okay. Caspian will sort of settle outside the cave as the snow falls, and he will look up at the light before coming to a knee. And speaking a short prayer. O Woe, Lord of Nightmares, Father of Fear, hear my prayer from the depths beneath the earth. We've descended long into some sort of temple, worshipping a serpent of this native to this land. Somehow connected to the dream, yet that eludes me. With snow falling around us and the cold biting at the extremities. In these moments, whether rather in this moment, I am lost and uncertain. The walls confine us, and I seek guidance.
All right.
Help to understand this place. In this moment of doubt, I trust in you.
All right. As your prayer finishes, roll me d20 plus 6.
Is this an inspirable roll?
No. You call for the shadows. The shadows hear you. You can feel your connection with the dream start to flutter and shift. Darkness sets in. And in the fear, you feel it. The wisdom of your lord. Woad responds to your call of aid and shall provide you this. There is one within the tower that will help you return, for they are a prisoner of their own people. Free them, and you shall find the key to the door that leads. That's it.
Thank you. Your guidance has been heard.
And that is where I'll call a session, right?
Super good call point.
Oh,
Good session.
Good session.
I
Good
wish
session.
I had my voice changer. Proper voice, but
Mhm.
it is what it is.
I will alter token to reflect mask.
Excellent.
All right, here we go. Ugh.
This map is super cool.
Say,
I like
thank you,
it.
Mac. They got really good weather effects.
Mm-hmm.
Dying again on a map where it snows? What?
Wow.
Yeah, straight back to the start. Like,
Well, no.
God, I'm really excited for all of this, and also incredibly stressed out.
Yeah.
Also, look at these fucking guys, right?
Fucking
I think-
awesome.
The dudes on the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is AI
Yeah.
art. Not bad.
It has no right to be that good if it's a.
Okay. Good stuff. Let's go see if there's any
Birding.
I'm-
Checking. Looking. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, he was angry.
All right, so first up we have is this
Oh, she finished it from last session.
that's
Yeah,
our
that's
really
cool.
mascot, bitch.
My ass.
My ass.
My ass.
Floyd did amazing on that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really like Weaver in that, and like the gauntlet looks super sick. Like that's very very cool.
My ass. He's shooting me with arrows.
Let's go.
Elsie rolling 2 natural ones with advantage. First time. Poor Nist.
God, that was painful.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was me when Mazekeen was talking to the fish. Under the sea. Under the
shamming.
sea.
Everything's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me.
What are you, a fucking wolf? Just don't touch the faces on the stones.
God, no.
Seriously, don't do it.
Don't the
Don't
gym.
do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't the gem. Yeah, I was gonna be like, is it gonna be a camera pan to as soon as Mazekeen is told, and whatever you do, don't touch the gem. To Simon
his
just
gem.
picking it up. Like,
Yeah.
Ah,
I
yes,
walk
gem.
through the door.
touch nothing
They already
but
had it.
the
He's already
lamp.
touching it. The cinematic happening of just as he's about to pick it up, I enter through the front door.
Too late. I
Excellent.
touch everything.
I do love the like confluence of all of like the blood magic stuff, the cave where we found the lay well, like the
Oh, yeah,
rats
that
and the
was,
Almonte stuff.
I
Like,
was very proud of Cyber for making that connection.
mhm.
And I was like,
It's
yes,
super
good,
cool.
good. I did a little clap. You couldn't see it, but you know the little tiny clap. I did that with my hands.
Wow.
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 God, I wish we took the
Normally,
potion.
I self-deprecate. Okay, anyway. Good game, everybody. I'll see you.